Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Jay's Exotics, and today I'm actually bringing you a plant haul. It's actually not even a plant haul, it just I have some plants that I received last couple weeks, and I want to give you a little preview of everything. So here we go, cue the intro. So guys, again, if this is the first time joining us, hit the notification button at the bottom so you know when new videos come out. And again, I'm Jay Rogers, and today I'm bringing you just some cool plants. Reptiles and plants kind of go in hand because, you know, the beauty of having, animals is to put them in their natural state. So there's always cool little plants that you can go in, but if you just love plants, check them out. So I'm gonna just keep grabbing plants, and I'm gonna show you a couple cool things that I've gotten recently. So this one we had for a while. So if you guys, let me see if it focuses. These are pretty cool plants. So these are I always butcher the scientific name or their common name for all purposes, but this one's Anthurium Cobra, also known as the King Antherium. So the reason I love them is because these guys get kind of massive. I sold one recently. I actually have one that's medium sized. Let me grab that. So this is a big version that I've been growing, and I have one at home that's 3 times the size of this. So sorry that the thing doesn't focus as well. The cool thing about this plant is also sometimes is that if people that are familiar with Queen Anthurium, which is like the coveted plant, that plant, if you look at it wrong, it just starts dying on you and it starts all over again. These guys are a little bit more hardy. So when you first get them, the shock will kind of brown them sometimes, like the little corners, if you can see there. But they do really well overall. They deal with house temperatures. The humidity does really well. In here we humidify the whole building, but we humidify it around 60%, which is a little bit higher than typical house humidity. I find that most house humidities are around, I want to say around 40%. So, definitely put a humidifier, but these are cool little plant. So it's also forgiving. It's so much better when the plant's actually a little forgiving. So, cool little plant. All right, let me show you the next. This one, we only have one because I'm actually keeping the other one. It's a very cool plant. If you're from Philadelphia, you love this. I've never seen it, honestly. It's just one of the new things. Anyway, I forgot to mention some of these plants will be available on our website. We're updating our website hopefully by June 1st. So let me know. Anyway, so the next one is called a frilly. I'm sorry. I don't even know the scientific name of it, to be honest. I just saw these like a couple months ago. I brought in like 12 and I only have 2 left, and I'm keeping one because I just never seen them. I thought I can get them again, but these are cool little plants. Let me see if it's willing to focus. I have to put the plants. So this is a Philodendron, kind of cool. I do think that they need more of a per se like a chunkier soil similar to Philodendron most aeroids are kept in. I don't think that these do well in what they come in. Unfortunately, I think that they just come in regular peat moss with really not much perlite. I mean, this one has a decent amount, but just doesn't do well. But these are for 25 bucks for being a new plant. Pretty good deal. I love them. Like I said, I'm keeping one of them. So cool, the frilly or frilly, one of those two. The other cool plant that I brought in, I think you guys would like it. I personally like it, and I'm actually going to keep one of these guys for propagation purposes. So this one's similar to a lot of ones that you've seen out there, but the color's a lot different. I wish I had one that had better color. Actually, I do. So this one's called Filadrin Rice Sun. Similar to the Congos and stuff like that, but the leaf just gets a dark. They start out just like a. Hopefully this thing focuses. They start out a little redder than normal, and then they start green. So I love plants that change and give me variety. So cool little plant. I just kind of love it. So I don't know. Cool little plant. Again, plants have come down in price a lot, which I actually kind of enjoy because I can get more of a variety. These are like 15 bucks. I'm actually going to post some of them on our website. I think I'm posting like 3 of them. I don't like to bring a huge amount of plants, mostly because I'm into like repotting everything. So if I bring it and it doesn't sell right away, I just repot them. So I just want to, you know, I do a lot of the repotting myself, so I don't want to do a lot. But anyway, next plant. Next one I'm actually going to post online because I only have a few left. I love it. I don't know why people don't love it as much. I think it's mostly because it grows a little scrankly, but when it gets really big, it's actually pretty awesome. I'm actually going to take some of these and grow them out for the summer and then bring them back into the winter. I'm big known for doing that. I will get a lot of plants that we, you know, take out, grow them into largers, and then put them back out for sale. I don't know. I'm obsessed with plants, so it gives me something to do. But these are Philodendron Torums, and see if they focus. Oh, there you go. The only thing I don't like, it does require a little bit more calcium and a little bit more things to be, you know, like than the average plant I find, at least the ones that I have at home. I think they do better when I supplement with calcium. That's something people forget when you grow in anthuriums and so on. But cool little plant. It grows like this. When it gets really massive, it actually becomes like almost like a palm, which I like. It grows like a philodendron, but it's a palm. I know. So these are Philodendron Torum. So I'm gonna bring a couple more plants. I'm in love with plants like this, but they don't always love me. So the next one are begonias. So this one is a Rex begonia, which is, you know, known by his little frillies and stuff. But the cool thing about this is it's called the Spirit of Bali. It's actually really cool. A little bit more expensive than I'm used to, in $15, but it does really well. It does well because I like thicker leaf begonias, which do better in households. Some other begonias do better in terrariums or in high humidity places. Or you just gotta get them used to it. I have a trick with our begonia soil that we have. I'll put the link below. We have a good begonia soil. I think on next video we're gonna be showing you how to repot these guys into our begonia soil. So, but this one's cool. It's just a nice silver color. Let me see if I can get it to focus. It's just a cool little plant. I don't know. I love it. Next plant. Alright, we'll stick with begonias. These are they came in a little laggy, but these are, for the price, are not too bad. I think these are called silver streaks. I don't have the name of them yet, but they're pretty cool plant for what it is. I just don't like that they're a little laggy right now, so I might actually just grow them out and see what they do. The next plant that we have, I'm surprised that I still have them in. They were really sought after. They are a little on the pricier side. These are, whatchamacallit, Philodendron Snow drifts. They're just a cool plant, which I don't understand why they're still here. I think it's just because no one knows about them, but they are going to be put in the link below. So the cool thing about this is that they start out with almost like a white. Let's see if I focus on our plant. There you go. So it starts out with like almost like a full white leaf, and then it ends up turning into like a variegated minty kind of look. So it's a cool plant. I don't understand why people don't love them as much, especially when they get big. When they get big, they get massive, and it's just a cool, awesome plant. So yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Sorry guys, I had a customer that brought me in a snake that wasn't eating, so I had to do some things. So It ate. Just, you know, that's a topic for another time. But anyway, what else? What's going on with my thing? It's not focusing. Anyway, let me bring out some more other plants. I think, I don't know. Let me bring the plant that I had before. I'll edit it and chop it somehow. So anyway, cool little plant. I showed you guys before. Philodendron Snowdrift starts out white and it gets variegated. Cool plant. I love it. This other plant I think has a lot more potential than people give it credit for. It's a great terrarium plant, honestly. If you have it, you like large leaf stuff, this is a perfect plant for you. So this was Burly Max Fantasy. I know it's a crossbreed. Don't quote me on which one it's crossed with. I can't remember. But it's a Burly Max. But it's a cool little plant. Look at the leaves. Focus, please, plant. There you go. Focus. Perfect. Ignore the people in the background. There's always someone fighting in this. It's South Philly. But there you go. So it's a cool little plant. Look at that. But anyway, Burly Max is actually very more forgiving of the philodendrons too. There's a theme with these. I try to get stuff that's actually pretty cool, pretty well done. Burly Max. Let me see what else I got in. This is a cool plant that I got in. I didn't get many of these. I only got 2 of these. I don't think I'm gonna list them online, but they're a cool plant. They're actually done really well, surprisingly for what they are. These are Alocasia Dorabatic, which is layman term is a variegated. It's a variegated. What do you call it? Variegated Alocasia. I don't know why I stumbled upon that, but it's it gets massive, like it's huge. So it's a cool plant. You'll love it. I love it. If you see the leaves, they're just nice variegated plant. So we have 2. I have a mother plant, like a big one at home, and I saw these that were well established, so I grabbed 2. So there's only 2 that I can get. Another cool plant that I only grabbed 2 of, I think it's just all they had, is an Alocasia Wentii. It's a cool Alocasia. It's thicker, similar to elephant ears, of course, in the growth pattern. Don't butcher me on this thing. But it's just a cool plant. It just grows really well. They are known to get mealybugs, which I hate, but everything gets mealybugs at some point. We have a love-hate relationship with mealybugs because some things in the plant section we do well, but in our personal terrariums, since we keep frogs, if they get mealybugs, we have to introduce predatory mites, and the mites get eaten by the dart frogs. It just becomes an whole issue. But these are critical. Next one is one of my favorites. I always bring them. They always sell. They're just a cool plant. Is Philodendron Silver Sword. They come down in price a lot. Like I have a massive here available that I can't grab because it's so big. I had to put in another pole. But these are pretty cool. They're for $15. They're not bad. A lot of these are pretty cheap. But these are a cool plant. They're silver color. Awesome. They do well leaning against something. They actually do really well on the mouse pole. The leaves get big, and then as the bigger they want, the other one that I have, they get like little horns, so they're cool. You'll love it. Let me see the other ones that I have. Oh, I forgot the best plant. One of the best plants. These are very massive. I paid ridiculous amount of money for cutting not that long ago for this. Maybe a year and a half ago. Look what I grew out of them. These are pretty cool. These are Burly Max Variegated. Burly Max Albo, I'm sorry. Even though they do act more like a rower, I don't know why they call them albos. But that's probably where I got it from the cutting. I don't think there's an albo version of this, but they're all variegated. Anyway, they're cool little plants. These are pretty massive for what they are. They're growing really well, as you can see. They do like a little chunkier soil, but they'll live on anything. Honestly, they're very unkillable if you have them. But look at that. It's a cool plant. So oh, how did I forget about these? Like they just slapped me in the face. These are awesome plants. I don't even know where they came from. Like I buy so much shit I forget. Oh, I'm sorry. I blurred that out. Buy so much stuff I forget. So the cool little plants. Sorry, I had to like look. I'm like Conquet's making some noise here. My little pet bear dragon. But these are called Anthurium Cobra. I know where I got these from, but because I just looked at the label. But these are pretty cool, very nice. I think they do really well in a household because the leaf is so thick. But look at this leaf. They're called Anthurium Cobras. They're just so cool. These are going to be listed on our website. They're just an awesome plant. Like I don't know what to say more than I love it. But it is very good. It does grow in these. Let me see if I can focus. So they grow in these little nodes, which can be cut. But the only drawback is that these roots are very sensitive when you go to cut. Like I just snapped one off. It just happens. But it's easily like you can propagate these very easily with a knife. I wouldn't recommend scissors to propagate these, but they're cool. They're nice. If a friend wants something rare and they can't kill, these are perfect. Let me see what else I got for you guys. Oh, let me bring out a cool little plant that I brought in. This is one of the biggest plants. I'll do two more after this and then we're go. These are awesome. I got these. They're $50. They're probably one of the it's not the most expensive plant in my store because I have some cool stuff. Like I have some albos and some auroras and stuff like that. But look at this. These Mexicanums are perfect. I think they're a perfect plant for a philodendron, someone that wants to grow something big, because they do great in poles, as you can tell. But the cool thing about these guys is that they're similar to a Philodendron 6969, I think. What's the name of it? Philodendron 69686. But they don't drop their leaves like they do. The other ones, they look amazing. They're an awesome plant, but if you look at them wrong, they drop their leaves. When you ship them, they drop their leaves. So they're not as cool of a plant as these. These are just a cool plant. They do well. They go shipping. They do great in high humidity, low humidity. They just do great. So, and then they can grow massive like these. Another cool plant that I love that we got in is these Alocasia precarias. These guys used to be ridiculous expensive. I remember not being able to afford one because they were like $75 for like a little baby. Right now they're $18, dropping money like that. All right, I'm gonna do two more. But this is a cool little plant. It throws out little purple ones. This was doing really happily. Just doing that, and then I'm probably gonna change how we keep it. This is a cool little succulent, something that has, I recommend people buying if they got everything. Like whoever has everything, all the succulents, if they're a succulent collector, this is what I would get them, because I guarantee you they don't have it. So these are Reptiles Bruxelli. I butchered that name, but They're cool little succulent that's like here, like, let me see if I can focus it. Yep, right there is focus, I think. But they're like little hair, almost like pencil-like succulent. They make great pots of like stuff that has like hair, or you would think on the back. Like, give you a sample of a cool little. It's too small for one of these, but they can propagate them into one of these. Look at this cat. I love planting like this. You'll find all this kind of stuff in my store. But you know, there's a lot of planters with like heads and stuff like that. That would be great for that. So perfect pot. I don't know what else you want to tell me, then that is perfect. It's a perfect little succulent. Don't overwater it. I will water this like maybe once a week, if that. But it's a great pot. So sorry, my camera's going in and out of focus. So perfect plant. Alright, last plant, I promise. I got some cool plants. This one's a new variegation. I'm not sure if it's the same as the Raven, but it's pretty cool. I actually think it's actually different because I have the Raven at home and it doesn't act like this one. So this one is a ZC plant. The version is Black Queen. So the leaves are like greener on this one. I find that my and then they come in darker, which is weird. The Raven tends to come in a little greenish and turn to black, where this one tends to come in this color. If you can see the new leaves, they tend to come in like a weird greenish blackish hue, which is weird what I'm used to. It's a cool plant. I always recommend, if your friend can't keep plants alive, this is the plant to get them. Like, I get them CC plants all the time. A kid graduates from college, get them a CC plant. Like, they got a first apartment, buy them one of these. These guys can tolerate a lot of neglect. Not that you should neglect your plants. Don't neglect your plants. Sorry, let me figure out why it's not focusing. Put it back on my face. Anyway, not that anybody should neglect their plants, but if a person doesn't know anything about plants, this is a cool little plant. Buy them this, buy them a bag of potting soil, and you're the man. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me at another video. I will be making these a new plant video every Thursday because it's Planet Thursdays. But what was I gonna say? Anyway, guys, sorry, it's been a long day for me. Hit that notification button at the bottom. Do what you love, because if not, what's the point of it? Until next time, see you later.